Hey guys, I'm RozaldVaneGAME and welcome back to another part of Batman TellTale Games, or TellTale Games Batman. Where we last left off was that we got an introduction to Batman and what kind of situation slash scenario slash personality slash status of who he is as of this point, I think, through the opening sequence. And yeah, we just barely started the game, so let's get into it let's get back right into it. So yeah, Kent Buttle, episode directed by Martin McDonald. But yeah, again, I mentioned this in the last part, but this is actually a new engine of Telltale Games, and judging from the launch day of this game, which people were disappointed by the fact that it was glitchy and buggy, it's still kind of new to them, new to Telltale at the very least. But I mean, at least it works now since it updated episode 1. So blatantly obvious. Episode 1, yeah. Realms of Shadow. Okay, yeah, they never introduced us to like the title of the chapters or episodes. This is the first time they actually did it
in Gotham, folks.
in a way.
A string of home invasions rippled through the city's already crime-infested East End. Apparently, the bandits are using stolen GCPD battering rams to force their way in, with breaking and entering incidents up 40% over last year.
Oh.
Remember to keep those front doors locked tonight.
Those are the tickets from his parents.
Tonight, 5 criminals are in custody this evening after a break-in at City Hall. The notorious Batman was on the scene.
Jack Ryder.
To secure the stolen items.
Not all of them. Let's see what she was really after.
Oh.
That Dent may have actually been involved in the break-in. Talk about dirty politics.
Oh, okay, here we go. We're back. Alright. Yeah, it's a little laggy sometimes here and there. I realize that, but that's totally fine.
The back computer should be able to read whatever data is on that stolen drive.
And in other news, we are now on day 3 of the factory fire that will not end. Crews have given up trying to combat the blaze at the Otisburg Processing Center, owned by Ace Chemical. Still no word.
I'm sorry, you guys can pause and read, of course. I'm not gonna try to read everything sometimes, because it does take a lot more time to read it versus me reading it. Like, me reading it will probably make the video too long and stuff like that.
Quite a headache for commuters this morning. The body of Falcone family
What?
couple
Memorial Hospital?
was found hanging off the side of the 4th Street Bridge.
Oh, I see.
Dawn, causing traffic to back
So
up
Arkham
the
Asylum
house.
replaces his
The cops
parents'
coming
hospital.
down.
Interesting. Oh, that kind of helps me out a little bit then, because of in Arkham Knight, the game I'm still playing, and one of the clues was about that, I think. Wow, there's a lot of information here.
While pressed into the tight quarters with fellow passengers.
That's a lot of information, isn't it?
While most have been admitted to Gotham General in critical
So much
condition.
information.
The police don't have any suspects at the time. 2 more patients have gone missing from Arkham Asylum, bringing the total number of escapees from the half-prison, half-mental hospital
I know Gordon,
to 15 this year.
Catwoman, but then they call it cat burglar, so it's like weird to call it that.
Some would say inhumane condition
Hamilton
at
Hill,
Lincoln Asylum. The latest,
Harvey Dent,
44-year-old twin brother and sister
Alfred,
Leon and Valerie Muldoon
my family,
should be considered dangerous
and that's it.
found.
Okay.
Authorities are asking.
Oh, my bad. I pressed escape thinking that was a way to exit the menu. Apparently not.
And call police immediately.
Alright, cool. Now we can hunt down the information, I guess.
Nearly fell off a building for this.
But why? And what is it?
Was created in order to allow Gotham City's biggest property owners greater ability to
Data
modify
port.
and improve the city's aging buildings, some of which have been occupied by families for decades. So if you come home from work
I guess we need to sit down for this.
up on the street, don't worry.
Let's find out what was so important.
Anything you did wrong.
Wait, isn't it from the building? Our building? I mean, it looks like it came from our building.
Encrypted.
Wayne Manor has 7 bedrooms, 2 kitchens, a library, a gymnasium, a basketball court, and a movie theater.
That's a lot.
And yet I always find you here, in a dark, damp cave, in front of a computer.
I'll leave as soon as I finish. People with regular jobs can do their work anywhere, but for me, this is my office.
I agree. It isn't normal work. Even worse, the best outcome is that no one ever finds out you've done it.
Yeah, well, good deeds usually go unnoticed.
Though not unappreciated. Did you find out what that, Catwoman tried to steal?
Well, in the process.
What are we looking at?
Let me try a different angle.
What up? Oh. Huh. Rotate. Oh, I can rotate with my fingers in a way.
This is a map of the east side shoreline.
Mm-hmm.
But it could mean any number of things. Money, weapons, drugs, everything flows through that port.
Maybe it's where Mayor Hill picks up his dry cleaning.
Can't make sense of it yet. There's still plenty of files to decrypt.
And in the meantime, I saved you what I could.
Thanks, Al.
Yeah, the same couldn't be said for the bar. I had to literally pry Mrs. Zellerback away. But you'll be pleased to hear everyone has left, including Mr. Falcone. Before the game switched from billiards to cutthroat. I'd recommend leaving the fistfights to your alter ego. Bloodstains are much harder to remove from a tuxedo.
True.
Yeah. Thanks for the interruption.
And it wasn't for you, Bruce. I was worried I might drink all my good scotch. For the record, your father despised men like Falcone, thought they ruined Gotham's stellar reputation.
Back when it still had one?
It can again, Bruce. Though people like this Catwoman aren't helping. Is she new to town?
Never seen her before.
See, that's what I
Hopefully
meant.
She's
like,
just a tourist.
I meant it at the end of the
I
episode
already
last
checked the
time.
codex.
Or the last part.
Not much to find, apparently.
A few burglaries, break-ins. Seems to lay pretty low.
You could learn a thing or two from her. You can't step outside without it ending up in the news lately. As Bruce or Batman.
I stay out of sight when I need to.
Define need to.
Whenever Harvey calls. That guy's exhausting.
Well, after the press conference tomorrow, I'll mark your calendar as exhausted then. The media isn't good for anyone's health. Yeah, I don't mean to beat a dead argument, but...
No one's gonna figure it out now. Trust me.
Miss Vale noticed your injuries, so did Mr. Dent. If they put it together with the incident at the mayor's office, it would undo all the long nights and close calls we've endured to get here. You're in the spotlight more than ever.
So it was mayor's
be
office.
Careful.
You're right. I should have canceled the event.
I know how much pressure you're under. I don't mean to add to it.
It's okay. I know you're only looking out for me.
If we make a suit that fits me, we can trade places some night. I'm not partial to heights. Old men worry, that's all. It's our gift and our curse. One more worry for the list.
I'll take, you're right. Park, 6 a.m., Oz.
I thought I saw Oz. It's been, what, 20 years? Last time I saw him, we were in grade school.
Indeed.
What?
You two were thick as thieves. Oswald, however, took that role more literally than you.
Wait, is Oz, like, from the Green
Dishonorable
Arrow?
discharge, illegal boxing matches, arms dealing, prison stints?
That's a criminal grand slam, if I'm using the expression correctly.
Unfortunately, you are.
Oswald claimed he only wanted to catch up, but his behavior following his family's collapse is troubling. Why he's returning now, I haven't the faintest idea.
I think he just wants to reconnect. Criminal record or not, he's still an old friend.
A lot can change over the years.
True.
If I remember correctly, Oswald was fond of the old firecrackers in the toilet trick. I worry what he's graduated to.
Oh, God,
Even
yeah.
though you and young Master Cobblepot used to be close,
What?
I'd advise you to be cautious. But I know you can't abandon a good mystery until it's solved.
I'll be careful, Alfred.
Penguin was
When
a
you
good
see what's
friend?
become of his park, I think you will.
Are you serious? Penguin is a good friend of Batman as a younger kid? Or you mean Cobblepot Park? I don't know. I'm confused still somewhat. Seriously, why would Bruce walk out so casually in that kind of clothing? He should be walking out in like a suit at least to just like hide himself a little bit. Because he is most wanted in terms of getting robbed getting robbed by a bunch of guys who are random. Oh, we get to control. Nice. Yeah, like as I mentioned, it's kind of like it's trying to reintroduce these characters, even though we know all these characters by heart. If you have played the Arkham franchise from Rocksteady, or if you read the comic books, or you watched the movies, all those characters just should be introduced to these people already. But yet, Telltale is willing to redo most of the things that we should have not, which we shouldn't be seeing right now. I gotta go back down because I saw some stuff, but I thought I needed to get closer to those things to look at it, I think. Alright, let me check that out. Graffiti? But I still don't know why would Bruce not be Wayne shuns Falcone at Dent. Is Falcone really important? I don't even think he is important. Why the hell did they have to make it look so obvious, blatantly obvious that he's like Falcone's important or something? Is it? Or maybe because Falcone took over the city in a way that kind of just. Let's give him a change, I guess.
Thank you, sir.
Can I examine? Yeah, let's examine him. Nothing. I should have examined first, then give him change, but that's okay. Alright, let's look at that. But I don't even know why. This is so random as hell. It's like Bruce would never do these types of things, but apparently we are, and maybe because he's pretty young still. Like this is the younger Bruce. Running late. Meet you at the statue.
There's the statue, but no Oz.
I thought I saw a person earlier when I was walking to the canister. Thought I saw someone. Yeah, this guy. I saw this guy. Let me check up everything else. I don't even know what's what here. Kind of curious. Worried at the same time. Looking at graffiti again. Almost close to reality with these graffitis. Come on, black. Look at it. Cobblepot Park.
That isn't what it used to be.
So I'm guessing Penguin's involved here sooner or later. I don't know who's the obvious villains here. I know Catwoman is never a villain. She asked us that, do you think she's a villain? She's not actually a villain in actuality. She's just kind of like a sort of like in between. She kind of meets that in between. She's never a good guy, never a bad guy. She's always in her own right.
Watch wallet cash. But this goes through you. Hey, you heard him, man.
Sorry, fellas. I've got nothing.
End him.
Okay.
Gentlemen!
Oz?
Is Oz like
walking,
Green
all right?
Arrow? I don't
This
even know.
don't concern you, twerp.
You see, that's where you're mistaken. My old mate and I have some catching up to do. And you're ruining the moment! Come here! Think that'll do?
Oh crap, I had my freaking fingers out. I messed it up. Whatever.
Stay down!
Oh, he had a gun. Idiot. It's a 2-on-1 fight, really.
This used to be a nice place. Lowlifes like you don't belong.
Oh. Oh, damn. He ran into it just right off the bat.
This is my park! Mine! You hear that?
Dang.
Oh, hey Bruce. You've got a little,
Really?
Yeah, good as new. Woo! That was a right little scrap, eh?
That is so
Nothing
weird.
kickstarts the system like a dash of adrenaline, eh?
Well, thanks for the backup.
I yanked you away from your bloody ivory tower, Bruce. Least I can do is make sure you don't get shanked.
Oh, that's very thoughtful of you.
I mean, we could
What?
take care of it ourselves
2
too.
decades.
And you know what? I haven't been mugged once that entire time.
That wasn't why I brought you here, mate. Right now, I am trying to recognize the little Bruce I used to run around this place with. Back when it wasn't, you know, like this. This park used to mean something. A place that was safe for kids, for families. People came from all over to visit. Oh, Mum and Dad, they put so much work in here.
Well, those were better days.
That they were. Yeah. Thought we'd grow up to be kings, I did. Both of us. This city chews right through people. Mum committed to Arkham. Dad ended it himself, he did. My
Wait, they
family's
both
fortune.
committed suicide?
There's nothing left, Bruce.
I know. Alfred told me.
It's funny, huh?
No.
Same place that ground my family to dust. Gave you the good life. Used to run in the same circles we did. Hobnobbing parties, round-the-world vacations, unlimited potential.
I'm sorry, Oz. No one should have to go through that.
Thanks, Bruce. But we are not the only ones suffering. Good to know you haven't changed, Bruce. You still care about something more than just yourself.
So this guy is actually
Although,
Cobblepot.
I was surprised to see Carmine Falcone at your party last night.
Really
Made
want
himself right at home. That oily... Ugh.
Falcone was an uninvited guest. That's it. Never want to see his face again.
On that, we can agree in earnest. Falcone made a stack of cash and corpses a mile high, ruining families like mine.
Damn.
All he needs is a little push. And... it'd be a treat to watch him hit pavement. Sorry, mate. This reunion got a lot more grim than I planned.
Yeah.
Things are gonna be on the upswing soon, no?
A little bit,
A
maybe.
revolution is knocking on Gotham's door. And I'm here to let it in.
I don't know about that.
Which brings me to you, Bruce. You see, you throw a rock in any direction, you break a window that Wayne Enterprises owns. As the rich and powerful go, oh, you top Gotham's list. But when my revolution starts, we're gonna smash windows and cross off names all the way down. Like I said, it's not gonna be pretty. It's gonna be beautiful.
I'm not your enemy, Oz.
That remains to be seen, don't it?
Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
I've got
I might
great
not be.
affection for you, Bruce. I really do. Which is why I'm warning you.
Stay out of the
When
way.
this whole thing starts, make sure you're on the right side. Good seeing you, Bruce, but I got some rocks to collect. Cheers.
Okay. So so they're playing a different story with Penguin now. So Penguin is not the press conference for the next new hospital starts soon. Something. I missed out on it. It was too fast a little bit. Or unexpected for me. We're gonna get an achievement for completing part 3 of episode 1. No. Yeah, we're gonna continue a little bit more, just for one more scene, I guess, until the next saving point. Future home of Thomas Martin Wayne Memorial Hospital. But yeah, so they're playing a lot of they're putting a lot of differences in terms of storyline for what truly is totally not the same Batman. So it's not
Mr. Wayne, over here, right here.
Cobblepot / Penguin is not the same Penguin we usually normally see, designed as he was in other games and media stuff.
Good morning, everyone. Morning, Mr. Dent.
Hey, Bruce, you mind if we swap cars? I mean, mine isn't fast and the paint's rusting out. Boy, does she have charm. We didn't bring you all out here to discuss cars, honestly. Now, we're here about Arkham Asylum. Ever since it opened its doors, Arkham has been a breeding ground for the criminally insane.
What?
Its methods for rehabilitation, crude. Its security, lacking. And we're still...
Well, he's distracting the audience anyways.
Or, God forbid, escape, are even more dangerous than before they went in.
Call me
Arkham
as soon as
Asylum
possible.
Is a cancer on Gotham. But today, with a sizable contribution from this man here, we break ground on a state-of-the-art mental health care facility. One that will improve the well-being of Gotham and its citizens for years to come. Now, Mr. Wayne has a few words he'd like to say. Bruce?
Okay.
My parents loved Gotham. They invested their blood, sweat, and tears in this city. You know, when I was 9 years old, my parents took me to see a movie about a hero in a mask. It was a hero who stood up to oppression and defended the people from injustice, no matter the cost. That night, my parents paid the ultimate cost defending me from a man who needed the kind of help this new facility will provide. With this facility and our next mayor, we can put a dent in crime.
What happened?
On the anniversary of that fateful night, we dedicate this facility
actually, I felt
to
that was
Thomas
a
and
terrible
Martha Wayne
speech.
and usher in a new era of healing for Gotham.
I feel like that was a terrible speech, just to put that one little slogan at the end.
I'm sure you all have plenty of questions about the new hospital, so let's open it up. You first, Miss Vale.
Thank you. With the opening of this new hospital, what does this mean for Arkham Asylum? What happens to the old building?
I say we leave the asylum standing as a reminder that we can do better. This time we won't fail those who need us most. All right, who's up next?
Man, a lot of people.
Mr.
A lot of
Wayne,
people.
Julia Remark of the Tribune. My sources say you welcomed alleged mob boss Carmine Falcone into your home. You and Mr. Dent even spoke with him behind closed doors.
Seriously?
Well, I think Mr. Falcone is a voter just like anyone else in this city. He came to learn about Harvey Dent, your next mayor. Next question.
Please keep your questions on topic, people.
Oh.
Heard about the hospital, remember?
Read it, read it, read it, read it! Urgent, GCPD is here.
But Mr. Wayne, this morning
Oh,
the
no.
Globe received evidence of an offshore bank account managed by Carmine Falcone and your father, Thomas
What?
Wayne.
What exactly are you implying?
Transactions
no.
connected to organized crime going back years and continuing to this day. The
Shoot,
paper
that's
trail
what Alfred's
ties
trying to
your
point out
family
at us.
directly to the mob.
How did
Care to
you
comment?
think it would...
And did anyone else receive this evidence?
The Globe, the Gazette, we all did. Mr. Wayne, is all your money dirty?
Is the Wayne family legacy built on lies?
Did you know about this,
Are you guys
How
all
long has your
sure?
family been
So
dealing
much
with
people...
Falcone?
Okay,
Could the allegations be true?
What aren't you telling us?
Does the mob sign Wayne Enterprises paychecks?
I think you should check your source. Sounds to me like an intern is finally putting their creative writing minor to good use.
Mr. Wayne!
How
so
long
much
has
people
your
are getting
family been
into
dealing
it.
with
Look at
Falcone?
this.
Could the allegations be true?
Their phone calls are ringing and
Did you know
everything.
about this, Bruce?
What aren't you telling
Something's up.
Sorry about this, Bruce. I don't know where the hell it's coming from. Damage control's my territory. We'll talk later.
Okay.
Everyone, please settle down. I'll be fielding your questions from here on out. Please, let's try
Is it
to keep
Alfred?
this civilized.
We should call... Pick up the call. Pick
Bruce,
up
I've
the
been
call.
trying to reach you. The police are inside the manor.
Alright, so yeah, there's the next saving point. What? 1.3 is the achievement thingy. Alright, I'm gonna pause there. Gosh, a lot had happened there. It's like, the things are ramping up. But still, we're still kind of playing in the shoes of an early bird Batman. Like, this is like baby Batman still. And like, generally, I didn't think this was gonna go crazy. of course, I would like to stand, like, media-wise, I would say, like, news reporters, stuff like that. I mean, it's just too much. Like, literally, why would they care so much about it? Like, they didn't even point out who came up with the source that I shared an account with a mob. I don't even want to be a part of this mob, but it seems like they were trying to get me under their shoes so they can stomp on me and steal all the money I have with the family, like, money sources and all of that. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. In the next part, we'll probably figure out what's going to happen or what's going on here. Still kind of confused. Yeah, I'm going to probably put my revenge on Falcone's freaking head. I'm going to get rid of him as much as I can as Batman. If we can turn into that kind of style there. But yeah, I don't know if there's any detective style stuff. I mean, I was kind of thinking it would be something like Wolf Among Us, where there's a lot of, like, personal situation involved with, like, these cases we had to solve at the very same time. But it looks like it's very less likely that there's any detective work involved here yet. But yeah, alright. But anyways, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Hope you guys in the next part of V-AXYS. Hope you guys have a great, amazing day, week, night, or whenever you're watching this. And that'll be it for me today at this part. So in the next part, we'll probably come up right after this episode, maybe. If not, then the following day, as I usually say. But yeah, that's most likely it. So, Ross, out. It's not easy with this shit. Oh, she dodges out.